Okay, so it's gonna be episode number. This will be episode number 31. It's gonna be a shorter episode. Sorry if it sounds weird this time. My MacBook finally broke, and so now I'm filming on one of my older iPhones, and so and then other than that, I hope you liked my 24 days of my first yarn advent calendar. My plan is just to go through all the mini skeins that I have from that and the ones I have previously to crochet some granny squares for a blanket in the future. Other than that, I frogged 2 things, and now I'm only down to 3 whips. So I guess that's a good thing. So for FO, I have 8 FOs. First of all, I finished 5 out of the 24 of the mini skeins. And the leftover yarn, I'm tying them together, and I'm tying them together and then rescanning them, so I can work on another scrapbook project in the future. But I have 5 for them so far. This is my first FOs. And then I knit my first color work piece. This is the Choose Your Own Adventure. It's the Choose Your Own Adventure Christmas Cowl by Christy Gloss Knits. It's the Choose Your Own Christmas Adventure. Choose Your Own Adventure Christmas Cowl by Christy Gloss Knits. This is my first knit color work piece. So, I chose to the first chart I chose was the ornament, and that's the letter chart F. And then I chose this number 2 number chart for this part, and then I chose the ornament, the present, the tree, and the reindeer. And then, I used sorry. I used for the main color. I used Chelsea Looks yarn. I used Chelsea yarns. I don't have the ball bag with me, but it is her. It's in the colorway Cranberry Cream Pie. So this was the main color. And then for the contrast color, I used my Lolo Bean Yarn Co. This one was her colorway for. This was the colorway City So Nice. The name just twice. This is her soybean base, I think. So I like the contrast to them. It's a good contrast. And but yeah, this is my first knit project. And I think I did good. I think I did good with the color work. I think the floats are okay too. It was really easy as a newer knitter. And it's perfect for me because it's perfect for the weather in El Paso. And it's really warm. And then my last FO. I don't remember when I finished this in the middle of December. But I finally finished the traveling. I finally finished the last part of the traveling quarter blanket that I started 2 years ago. And I had just a double crochet border. And it fits my full bed. I think I have a full bed. Probably. Yeah, so I finally finished this. It's finally finished. It's really warm. And I just want to thank everybody who was part of this project when I started it. I would want to do another project, like traveling projects, but I know since it's different this time, I kind of want to do a traveling grinding square project, link it, but then people could just, I'll have to think about it, and maybe just send grinding squares to me, and I'll just put it into another blanket. But yeah. This is the traveling quarter blanket that I've finally finished. And I think it makes for everyone that was part of this project. Yeah. And then I have 2 whips. I frogged 2 projects. One was a design that I wanted to do for a shawl, but I wasn't really liking how I was doing it. And then another one was another project I didn't like. So, and the first whip that I started, I think in August. This is just a scrappy blanket that I started. haven't really touched it. I haven't really touched it, but there's a nice square blanket. It's been really easy. And I wound a lot of all my scrap yarns that I haven't really touched into cakes, so. And it's in one of my Disney bags from the Disney store. And then this newer web I just started this morning. I really want to try to knit my first sweater this year. So I'm attempting to knit the Stephen West Paint and Brick sweater. The Paint and Brick sweater by Stephen West. I plan on using the yarn that I have already caked up, and that I have that's already in a cake or in a ball that's already, so I can just use it up. So this cake was originally, this cake I bought 2 skeins of yarn I bought a skein from a Little Big Yarn Cone, and then this was from another skein I had in my stash, and I wound it up into a cake, but I cut the yarn to make my own colorway, I guess. And I'm just going through the open skeins I have. So I plan on using this and then whatever I have for the body part of the sweater. I'm gonna have an open skein of Chelsea yarns. And I plan on using this for the brick part. The pops color for it. So I don't remember if this is. I think this is about 600 yards. This is from Emma's yarn. And then I might just pop in these with it. So I guess it's probably gonna be just a scrappy sweater. And then so I started it I started it last night. And I started I'm at the short rows. The pattern I suited knit 32 rows for the rib, but I don't like the bulky ribs. So I knit I knit 5 rows of the rib. I finally figured out how to purl, which is exciting. Because I know I think it's harder for me as people left-handed to do ribs. I don't know, but I finally figured out how to knit the rib stitch and purl. So that's what I have so far. I think I'm knitting the short rows correctly. Then again, I'm still a newer knitter, but so far I like how it's turning out. So far it's working. And then I'm going to use these stitch markers that I received too. If it has more stitch markers, I'm going to use my new stitch markers that I got from DK Graham. And this project is in my first ever Hohi, my first Hohi bag, and I take this bag with me to work, and it's a really good bag. I can't wait to buy another bag from Hohi in the future. Other than that, that's pretty much it. What I've been working on. Work has been really busy lately too. And then the spring semester for my college starts in 2 weeks. And I really want to. I have a couple of ideas for patterns that I want to release this year. Um, one design I'm working on. I finally figured out how I'm gonna actually write, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna include. I finally figured out how I'm gonna do this top for different sizes. Um, the original top I did, I used Chelsea yarns, and and her colorway on Chapel Hill. I don't have it anymore. I sent it to Chelsea. Um, but my idea. This is gonna be the sweaters will be knit. It's crocheted, but it has knit sections. And so I still need to write the pattern. And I'm gonna call this pattern the hippie Luke's top, because to me it feels hippie, I guess, or to me it looks boho kind of. And I'm excited. So it has some crochet. The yoke is crocheted. It has knit and crochet sections in it. So hopefully I'll have the pattern written soon, and then testers. My goal is to have this pattern out maybe in the summer. I think I'm gonna fix the sleeve. I don't like the way this sleeve looks. This is a design that'll come out in the future for sure, and I really do like the way how it turned out. So this pattern will probably come out later on. Trying to think what else. Other than that, have a nice day. Bye.